if you would please go to that assignment today in today's folder. Unfortunately, you can't be here to measure sunflower seeds with me.
I don't have that.
Maybe I didn't put it in there.
No, I'm in Manos, remember?
Oh yeah, you don't. So you'll just have to follow along.
Okay.
Or I could send it to you. Sunflower seed, that's what I'm looking for. All right, I just sent you a PDF. Okay. We're going to skip this for now. You're going to have to look this up on your own, variation in population, okay? Everybody got that? You have to look up variation in population on your own. Materials, 15 sunflower seeds. Magnifying glass, we don't really need today, but you can leave it on there. And a metric ruler. Metric ruler means we measure with millimeters and centimeters. Is everybody able to access this, by the way, in Schoology? Okay. So you don't really need to do anything yet. Hypothesis, or problem, let's talk about it. What types of variations do you find in a population of sunflower seeds? Okay, variations. Anyone want to give me, I guess you could fill this out right now if you wanted to, but you can look up a proper definition later. What do you think variations means? What kind of variations do you find in a population of sunflower seeds? John Zemer.
Like different flavors?
Sure, those would be variations. Today we're looking at, yeah, I know what you mean, but today we're just looking at one flavor, original. What types of variations would you find in this population? So that actually gives you a definition of population. A population is a certain number of a certain thing. So of this population, of this David sunflower seeds, what types of variations would you find? What does variations mean? Go ahead, Alton.
So like the size of the sunflower seeds?
Sure. Variations means differences, right? How are they different? They may be a little bit, they may be similar, but there could be variations in their sizes, their widths, maybe their patterns. Okay. Patterns on the seed. Okay. Hypothesis. This is where you need to come up with that. So this is on your own. Everybody should be typing this in right now because I don't want to have to come back to this, have you say, I don't understand it. So this is an if-then statement. If we look at a population of David sunflower seeds, then I predict I will find variations in what? What do you think you'll find variations in? Height? Or sorry, length, weight, width, weight, smell, taste. Okay, now keep in mind, you are not actually doing this unless you have sunflower seeds in front of you and a ruler. And there's a point to this lab, okay? There's a point. Sunflowers reproduce, okay? This is their fruit, believe it or not. It is a flowering plant, obviously, and it produces a fruit. The fruit is the carrier for the seed. Inside of these is the seed, right? Anyone not had sunflower seeds, I should say. So inside of this is the seed. The seed is what can create more, right? The fruit is that carrier for the seed. Now, we need to talk about how flowers reproduce, or how sunflowers reproduce. Sunflowers reproduce sexually. Okay, there are two different, well, we're talking about two different types today. Asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. The difference between these is fairly simple. Asexual reproduction requires one parent. Requires one parent, and it can just what does is the parent cells make exact copies of themselves, exact copies of the DNA, and the offspring is an exact copy. They will be the exact same. The cells will be the exact same. Okay. The other type of reproduction we're talking about is sexual reproduction. That requires two parents. All right. The offspring, or the thing that is born of the two parents, is not an exact copy. There are differences in the offspring. There is variation. Okay, so you're going to see that today in sunflower seeds. The offspring, the seeds, the fruit, are not the exact same. It was not an exact copy. DNA had to be joined from the female and male parts of the flower. Okay, and you'll be able to see that. So what I'm going to do, and you're going to need to record these, I'm going to measure these in millimeters. And you are going to need to put them down here, length and weight, or length and width, okay, in your table. Got it?
Can you move it up a little?
This way?
No, the other way.
Everybody have a hypothesis done? If we look at a population of David sunflower seeds, then I predict I will find variations in, what do you think? And think about what I'm measuring here today. Okay, so I'm gonna start measuring. Everybody be ready to record. Here's my first seed. I'm going with millimeters. That is 18 millimeters long. And then at its widest, it is 7 millimeters wide. So 18 and 7 for the first one. Got it? Let's keep going. Ooh, this one's cracked. I don't want it. Gotta get those jumbo seeds next time. This one, 19 millimeters long. And 7 millimeters wide. Before we go any further, we understand that millimeters, 10 millimeters makes up a centimeter, right? Okay, 10 millimeters makes up a centimeter, so these are all, okay, that's just something I forgot to talk about. Notice the difference in the patterns on the seeds too. This one is 19 long and 6 wide. This one, about 18. And 7. My width, staying pretty consistent. Ooh, let's see. $19. And 8 for number 5. Oh. Ooh, this one's 20. And 7. $17. And 6. $19 and 8. Okay. $20. And 9. Okay, what's going on? The next one. $19. And 8. $19. And 9. I'm pretty consistent here. Ooh, 21. And 10. That was number 12. $20. And 10. 21. And 9. And then the last one. We're doing 15 today. $19. And 9. Okay, so you need to have those written down. All right. You need to find definitions of variation and a population in regards to this. Okay, you need to then type a conclusion. Now, your conclusion, if you read the assignment, it needs to be 2 paragraphs long at least and include the 3 main parts of a conclusion. That will probably not fit right here. You may need to go down to the side here, or you may need to do another document. Everybody good on that? Okay, in your conclusion, you need to have 1, summary of results. 2, revisit hypothesis. 3, self-critique. Okay, in your summary of results, you can look at your data. You can talk about ranges. What was the longest one? What was the shortest one? What was the widest one? What was the skinniest one? You can talk about modes, the median. Yeah, with Cami you can add pages. Very good point. Okay, what was the value that occurred most often? What's the average of all of them? You could do that. That would give you. You could talk about the different types of patterns on the seeds that you found. Okay. You could. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the summary results. What happened? Why did we do this? What does this prove again? This proves that sunflowers reproduce sexually. They have sexual reproduction. They have 2 parents. There's a male part and a female part of the flower. The male part produces the pollen. It goes into the ovary of the female part of the flower and produces these as their fruit. The fruit are the carrier for the seeds. Okay, these are not exact copies of the sunflower. And you'll notice that, look at, these are not exact copies. They're all different. We figured that out by measuring them as well, right? So that's the type of variation that we saw. Questions? That lab report is due Wednesday, okay? Due Wednesday. Most of it should be filled out. Everybody good? Okay. I'll see you on Monday. This is due Wednesday, everybody.
Bye, Miss.